Before we commence, a request to you all to kindly switch off your phones. Please rise for the national anthem.
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Good evening to this audience once again. Today marks both the fulfillment of a long quest and the inception of an enterprise to connect over the airways the community of Kochi and the global society at large. Radio Kochi 90 FM, Kochi's first community radio, was envisaged as a mechanism to transform mindsets, inform opinion, and, as every radio should, to entertain and enliven occasions. In consonance with this design, the team at Radio Kochi has focused on areas of immediate concerns both to the local community and the world society. As St. Teresa's inaugurates its new endeavor, we are privileged to have with us our illustrious chief guest, His Excellency Shri Arif Muhammad Khan, and the distinguished panel of guests to launch and bless its functioning. We commence, as customary, with the invocation to the Almighty. Kindly rise for the prayer.
हमको मन की शक्ति देना भेद भाव अपने दिल से साफ कर सके दोस्तों से भूल हो तो माफ कर सके झूठ से बचे रहे सच का दम भरे दूसरों के जैसे पहले खुद को जय करे हमको मन की शक्ति देना.
God the Almighty, who called us to be the light of the world and salt of the earth, has given us the great gift of life. It's a joy to be together. We perceive a divine wisdom and order behind every creation. Yes, this evening, God has brought us as a community for the inaugural ceremony of community radio of our institution. God of power and knowledge, we entrust in your loving hands the growth of this great entity. It's a new achievement of our college, and it was one of our dream projects. Such a venture is the result of hard work and the fulfillment of our aspirations. May it benefit many. We thank you for bringing our Honorable Governor of Kerala, Shri Arif Muhammad Khan, who has willingly come over here to inaugurate and bless the function. We also pray for all the special people who have come to make this gathering a memorable one. We pray for our dear manager, Dr. Sister Vinita, who is steering our ship and has been a source of inspiration and support, and our director, Reverend Sister Emmeline, and our principal, Dr. Lissy Matthew. As we journey forward, we pray that our venture may succeed and those who work here may experience you. We make this prayer through the God Almighty.
Radio Kochi is the brainchild of Dr. Lata Nair R, Associate Professor and Head of the Department of English. And it is her persistence and passion that has brought this design to fruition. To formally welcome you all, the mastermind behind Radio Kochi 90 FM, Dr. Lata Nair.
Good evening, all. My pranams to the Honorable Governor of Kerala and other distinguished guests who are with us today. 16th July is a sacred day for the CSST congregation as we celebrate Mount Carmel Day. And I am happy that Honorable Governor of Kerala, Shri Arif Muhammad Khan, is dedicating the first community radio of Kochi to the nation and to the people of Kochi in the presence of people who unconditionally love St. Teresa's College and who have dedicated their lives for the poorest of poor. While newer forms of media have laid claims to our mind spaces in India, radio remains to this day as the most accessible media mode. It reaches a staggering 99% of Indians across geographies, cultures, and languages. In a hypervisual world, radio medium has uniquely arresting power. It has the power to connect us, to comfort us, and to create change in our lives. This is precisely the potential that a community radio has. It allows every single person in the community to feel a sense of connection and belonging, to have a space where they can hear and be heard and share their experiences. And as we have seen in situations of calamity, it has the power to save lives. It started out as a dream to carve out a vibrant space for the local community on Kochi's airwaves. Today, after a long journey that was made possible by the hard work of many special people, I'm so happy to be here before you at the launch of Kochi's first radio station, Radio Kochi 90 FM. It is with a lot of reverence and happiness that I welcome Honorable Governor Arif Muhammad Khan, who belongs to the people of Kerala. He's an erudite scholar, poet, philosopher, and an individual who has dedicated his life for the people of India. I had met him 2 years back with Project Venda, and from that point to this point, he has always remained accessible to us to provide help to people, especially women who silently endure gendered violence at their workplace. On behalf of the Teresian family, I welcome you, sir. Our worshipful Mayor, Advocate Anil Kumar, is a vibrant, young, dynamic father of Kochi, all set to transform our corporation to one of the best in the state. For Anil sir, leadership is a decision and a choice to take care of his fellow beings. Our greatest confidence at St. Teresa's College is the fact that you are staying next door, keeping a constant vigil over us. With gratitude, I welcome you, sir. Shri Haibi Eden, who is a member of Parliament, is an inspiration to youth and has proved so many times that he is always a lead warrior against all forms of injustice. He is very much a part of Teresian family and never misses an opportunity to help management, staff, and students at St. Teresa's College. I welcome you, sir. Our Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Sabu Thomas, is a person in whom wisdom and compassion converge. He is an outstanding researcher/investigator, acclaimed by universities in many countries. In the truest sense of the word, his research belongs to the whole world. You are an inspiration to the whole academic community, sir, and I welcome you. I'm also glad to welcome someone who has always believed in our projects and has supported us in all our endeavors unconditionally. Sri Thomas George Muthoot, Director of Muthoot Papachan Group. He believes that he is a trustee of the wealth he created and it should be shared for the good and well-being of the people and the community. St. Teresa's is really honored to have you on board, sir, as we embark on yet another mission. Welcome. Our Provincial Superior and Manager, Reverend Dr. Sister Vinita, who embodies the charism of our foundress, is an alchemist that makes impossible things possible. Without your trust and infinite faith in the Almighty, Radio Kochi would not have ever happened. With infinite gratitude, I welcome you, my dear sister. Dr. Lissy Matthew, our principal, is the most vibrant presence in our campus. She is the wind beneath our wings. Welcome, dear Dr. Lissy. I would like to conclude my words of welcome by sharing a message sent by R.K. Krishnakumar sir, trustee of the Tata Trust, who has been my guiding light and my mentor. The progress made by any society can be measured by the freedom and use of communication amongst people in the community, in the city, the nation, and the world at large, I unquote. It is important to recognize that even in this digital age, there is still a large gap that radio continues to fill in, reaching remote and marginalized communities. Once again, I welcome you all, our esteemed dignitaries on the dais, as well as all of you who could be here today at this historic inauguration of Radio Kochi 90 FM. Pranam.
Professor Sabu Thomas, Vice Chancellor of Mahatma Gandhi University, is an academician of global renown. Since taking over the mantle of Vice Chancellorship, he has initiated a series of steps to promote and foster research and to undertake new projects at the university and college levels. We are pleased to have him offer felicitations for our new project, Radio Kochi. On behalf of this audience, I welcome Professor Dr. Sabu Thomas.
Respected Sri Arif Muhammad Khan, Chancellor of Universities of Kerala and Honorable Governor of Kerala. Respected Mayor, Cochin Corporation, Sri Anil Kumar. Respected Member of the Parliament, Sri Haibi Eden. Respected Dr. Celine, Manager and Provincial Superior of St. Teresa's College. Respected Principal, Dr. Lissy Matthew. Our distinguished industrialist, Sri Thomas George Muthoot. Faculty members, students and friends. As the Vice Chancellor of Mahatma Gandhi University, I am very pleased to declare that St. Teresa's College is one of our best colleges under Mahatma Gandhi University. I am very pleased today our Honorable Chancellor has kindly consented to be over here to open the community radio entitled Radio Kochi 90 FM. I congratulate the faculty members, congratulate the principal, congratulate the management students to initiate such an excellent program, opening a community radio service for Kochi. When you look at university and college radios, 1992, Government of India has given permission to initiate, to start FM radios in colleges and universities. I remember a few years ago, I met the Vice Chancellor of Anna University, and he told me Anna University was the first in the country to start a radio station at the campus. And now, if you look at many universities in India, many colleges in India have a radio broadcasting, FM. I remember a few years ago, I was an invited fellow at the University of Ljubljana in Slovenia. Slovenia is a very small country in Europe. And I was a visiting professor at University of Ljubljana. The students of Faculty of Chemistry took me to the radio station of Ljubljana University. The radio station of Ljubljana University is known as, you can see in the internet, it's known as Radio Students. That's the name of the Ljubljana University broadcasting station. You know what they said? They do a wonderful job using the radio service. They do a lot of teaching and learning and evaluation process through radio. They make use of radio for research. They make use of radio for extension activities. They make use of radio for consultancy. They make use of radio for community service. They make use of radio for large number of purposes: disaster management, food security, energy security, water security, climate change, over a variety of activities they make use of. Additionally, the brilliance and talents and skills of students are demonstrated through the radio. So I strongly feel that radio can do wonders. And today I had a meeting with the Honorable Chancellor. Several Vice Chancellors had a meeting. And our Chancellor is committed for excellence in higher education. Our Chancellor is committed for transformation of our society. We were discussing an issue of dowry, how we can promote anti-dowry movement in the state of Kerala. And we had many excellent suggestions made by many Vice Chancellors. And I congratulate Honorable Chancellor of our university to initiate such a move from the state of Kerala. You should also make use of radio to propagate the philosophy of anti-dowry. There are so many cases. If you look at the number of deaths in India, UP is number 1, followed by Bihar, several cases. And Kerala, the number of cases are maximum in Kerala, but the deaths are very low. Therefore, the TV has to be utilized for promoting community service, promoting change in society. And I am sure that you can excel by making use of this radio. I also remember that when I went to Slovenia, when I went to the radio station, I saw a photograph of the inventor of frequency modulation. FM means frequency modulation. The inventor of frequency modulation is one American engineer, Armstrong. So in Slovenian Ljubljana University, I could also see a photograph of Armstrong, who was the inventor of frequency modulation. And I wish all the best for the college. I am sure that your college will lead in many sectors. You have now A++. I request the faculty members, I request the students and management, this college should be one of the best in the world. You should be ranked like St. Stephen's. Today I was glad to see a faculty member studied in St. Stephen's. Your college should be ranked like, the Christian college in Chennai, ranked like St. Xavier's in Calcutta. So I request the faculty members, the students, the management, the alumni to work as a team. And I hope that your college could be one of the best in the country, at least within 10 in NIRF ranking. And Mahatma Gandhi University will be there for all the support, and all the endeavors will be there to help you. And I wish you all success, all the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Reverend Dr. Sister Vinita, our Provincial Superior and Manager of the CSST congregation, has always encouraged and promoted innovative and radical ideas. A tough taskmistress, she both fosters unconventional schemes and demands the work to see it through. For the felicitation, the catalyst behind Radio Kochi 90 FM, Reverend Dr. Sister Vinita.
Respected and Honorable Governor of Kerala, Shri Arif Muhammad Khan, Shri Haibi Eden, Member of Parliament, Dr. Professor Sabu Thomas, Vice Chancellor of Mahatma Gandhi University, Dr. Lizzie Matthew, Principal, St. Teresa's College, Shri Thomas Muthoot, Director, Muthoot Papachan Group, Dr. Lata Nair, faculty members, team, Radio Kochi, students, well-wishers. I am indeed very happy today to be present when this long-cherished dream of community radio is being inaugurated here. It is a dream that was there in the mind from 2010. Our late Sister Christabel was the principal then, and she had in her mind to start this community radio in St. Teresa's. Unfortunately, things did not turn around good, and so we had to postpone it, or rather abandon the whole idea. And it had to wait another 4 years when I, Sister Vinita, became the principal of St. Teresa's College. This idea again was brought in by Dr. Lata Nair. Seeing the possibility of radio, we thought we would try to get it. From 2014 to 2021. It's a long journey. It is a relentless effort, meeting, getting rejected, not submitting to failures, going forward with the disappointments, and the journey is ending today when we inaugurate this Radio Cochin in St. Teresa's here. It should have been done in a big stage, but due to the pandemic situation that ranged, we have this humble inauguration yet grant. As I stand here, I feel so immensely thankful to God for the support and the help and the timely advice He has provided through persons sometimes unknown to us, sometimes unapproachable to us, but I would attribute the whole thing to God Almighty for helping us to wade through these difficult situations. And today, I congratulate every person who has contributed, especially Dr. Lata Nair, who relentlessly, even sometimes I got disappointed and I said, we will abandon the whole idea, let's stop it. We don't want to go forward with it. She was passionately relentless to go forward with this. And thanks to her effort and her confidence that this is materialized. And also the wonderful team that is working for Radio Kochi 90 FM. I am sure this will become a major contribution of St. Teresa's to society. We all know the immensity of influence that this radio can have in educating, entertaining, and bringing about sustainable development and protection and sustainable development of protection of nature. We know Kochi is a coastal area place. Though it is developed into a beautiful city, we cannot forget the fact that we are a coastal area that is always facing the problems related to coastal regions. Chellanam, Paipin, all these areas are our own areas. And we can reach out to these people. We can do wonderful things for them through this radio, this medium. St. Teresa's is always already in touch with the communities around us, the panchayats, cooperate with the corporation, but we are taking a new step forward now with this Radio Kochi to reach out to the people and make use of the resources that is available in the campus to make it available for the people. I congratulate everyone who are connected with this for making this possible. Also wish the team and the college that will be doing effortless and tremendous contribution through this to society. God bless all of us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sister. The Honourable Member of Parliament, the dynamic and enterprising Shri Haibi Eden, is highly regarded and well appreciated for his many ventures to reach out to the members of his constituency. Always a friend and benefactor of St. Teresa's College, this occasion would not have been complete without his presence. May I now invite Shri Haibi Eden for the keynote address.
The President of the function, the Honorable Mayor of Cochin Corporation, Advocate M. Anil Kumar, His Excellency, the Honorable Governor of Kerala, Sri Arif Muhammad Khanji, the Vice Chancellor of the MG University, Dr. Professor Sabu Thomas, the Manager and Provincial Superior of St. Teresa's College, Dr. Sister Vinita, Principal, Dr. Lissy Matthew, Head and Dean of Research, the person behind this beautiful project, Dr. Lata Nair, Director of Muthoot FinCorp, Sri Thomas Muthoot, distinguished guests on the dais, off the dais, teachers, students, parents, and friends from the media. It's a great honor to be a part of the very innovative project, as St. Teresa's College always does. Today, we are here on a very auspicious gathering, where we have all very blessed to have the presence of the Honorable Governor in this pandemic situation for the inaugural ceremony of the Radio Kochi 90 FM, which is, of course, a community radio. As Dr. Sister Vinita mentioned, the idea have been mooted for the last 10, 11 years. I've always been hearing about this community radio. Every time I come to this college, something new happens, something innovative happens. I would like to enlighten the Honorable Governor that St. Teresa's College is not just a college who has a huge potential in academics, but I'm happy to share that this is one of the best colleges, as the Vice Chancellor mentioned, with students from the cross sections of our society who are well versed in literature, in arts and sports and music, dance and other co-curricular activities. So St. Teresa's has always stood apart from the rest of the colleges. We, as the people's representative for over a decade, we are happy and proud to be associated with an institution like this, where we proudly say that this wonderful institution is in our own constituencies. I'm happy to be here. Community radio has always been a discussion in many central campuses. Community radio, the contents of community radio has always been very specific, local and focused. I'm pretty sure that the experiences I've had as a member of the Legislative Assembly and member of Parliament from this campus is outstanding. Because the students of this particular college is not just confined to the four walls of this campus, but they've always been involved in serving the community in many different capacities. I would also like to say that when the 2018 floods happened, the most disastrous floods in the history of Kerala happened, this very institution served, this campus served as a camp for thousands of people. And I would like to say, being an MLA then, this was one of the best camps, well-organized camps in the entire state of Kerala, where the students were tirelessly working day and night to make sure that they are at home. These people who struggle to survive were comforted by giving a space, a shelter. I think when they went back, they were given with a lot of amenities, basic amenities, which they wanted to survive for the next 1 month. So the surveys which this student community have been doing, they have been applauded by the state and central government in many different capacities. The surveys they do in mapping many different panchayats like the Molavugad, Cheranallur and the suburbs of a city has always been very professional and very organized. And for people's representatives like us, we find it very easy to work in a group with the students of St. Teresa's College. So once again, I congratulate the masterminds behind the community radio. I would like to congratulate especially Sister Dr. Vinita. Even though there is a lot of enthusiasm among the students and teachers, we always know that we always need the support of the management. And Dr. Sister Vinita is one of the progressive nuns I have ever seen in my 10 years of public service. And I'm happy that she is giving all her support for all the innovative and creative projects that the students and teachers have taken upon. Once again, congratulating all the brilliant minds who have worked behind the very novel idea of the community radio Kochi 90 FM. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. The worshipful Mayor of Kochi Corporation, Advocate Sri Anil Kumar, is known as one of the most affable and approachable of public figures. He has constantly illustrated his commitment to the concerns of the common people and workers and is known for his dedication to the development of the city. I now invite Sri Anil Kumar, Worshipful Mayor of Kochi, for the presidential address.
Honorable Governor of Kerala, Sri Arif Mohammed Khan, respected Member of the Parliament and my dear good friend Sri Haibi Eden, our respected Vice Chancellor of the Mahatma Gandhi University, Dr. Sabu Thomas, our pride, the manager and the Provincial Superior of St. Teresa's College, Dr. Sister Vinita, the Principal of the St. Teresa's College, Dr. Lissy Matthew, Sri Thomas George Muthoot, Director, Muthoot Papachan Group, the teachers including Dr. Lata Nair, dear students, media persons sitting here, and people who are watching on their screens this whole inaugural ceremony. The city of Cochin, I believe, is quite privileged to have the Honorable Governor of Kerala, Sri Arif Mohammed Khan, inside the city for 2 ceremonies today, and he is now among us. I feel that the Honorable Governor of Kerala is a part and parcel of this society. I feel that he is a Malayali, and now I feel that he is one among the Kochiites also. I am very proud to say that. Thank you, Honorable Governor, for having graced this occasion. I feel that the St. Teresa's College is also part of the city of Kochi. Whatever is happening inside the St. Teresa's College, I believe that it is also a proud moment for the whole city, the Kochi Corporation, and also not only the Kochi Corporation but the Ernakulam district also, because the city owns the St. Teresa's College. It's a curious irony and a very happy irony to say that I heard the name of Sri Arif Mohammed Khan when I was a schoolboy over the radio. Sri Arif Mohammed Khan as the cabinet minister, serving under Mrs. Indira Gandhi and then Mrs. Rajiv Gandhi as the then prime ministers. And now I am with the Honorable Governor on the same dais when he is going to inaugurate one of the most important, innovative contributions of the St. Teresa's College, that is the Radio Kochi 90 FM. So that is why I was telling that the Governor is also a part and parcel of this state of Kerala and is one among us. St. Teresa's, I believe that our Honorable Vice Chancellor was telling, the respected Vice Chancellor was telling that St. Teresa's should be the best institution inside the country. I still believe that St. Teresa's is even now one of the best institutions, educational institutions in this country. I'm sure about that. And I believe that St. Teresa's will again come up in flying colors in the years to come. And I also want to thank Lata Nair because she is going to start a radio which is going to keep the mayor also on vigil, because a community radio means it is going to bring to my notice, it is going to criticize me, it is going to bring many issues to my forefront to say that I should act on these issues. So I am requesting Mrs. Lata Nair to please translate your passion, at least to give me some of your passion for the next 5 years to see that something is done inside the city. Because without passion you cannot do anything. If you want to develop the city, you will have to have some passion. And with all of you present here, let us all congratulate Dr. Lata Nair for having done this marvelous job of starting a community radio, and that too the first among the educational institutions inside Kerala maybe. And I don't know whether there is any other. The Vice Chancellor told that there are. He was telling about an example from the international arena. And I will now end my speech telling that whatever the St. Teresa's does, we are all behind you. We will be all supporting you. We will all be seeing that this radio is also, just as we hear another radio, this radio, I believe that it is going to come out in flying colors. Let all the public issues come before us, and all the best to the Radio Kochi 90 FM. And I'm also proud to say that the Kochi Corporation has been associating with the St. Teresa's College on many endeavors. We in fact have started a Eco Challenge. Eco Challenge is one of the innovative programs of the Kochi Corporation with the St. Teresa's College. And also one of the innovations of St. Teresa's College has found mention in the Prime Minister's, Honorable Prime Minister's Man Ki Baat. He told about an innovative project both of us are going to start. So anyway, I convey all my regards both to the institution and to the Radio Kochi 90 FM that we are going to start. Thank you a lot.
Thank you, sir, for your good wishes and promises of support. As we at St. Teresa's College foray into our new venture, we are as delighted as we are deeply honored to have with us the Honorable Governor of Kerala, Shri Arif Mohammed Khan, His Excellency Shri Arif Mohammed Khan, to inaugurate our community radio, Radio Kochi 90 FM. A man of deep social commitment, as many of his actions illustrate, it is most fitting that he be the person to inaugurate this venture that undertakes to be of service to our community. It is now my privilege to invite His Excellency Shri Arif Mohammed Khan to inaugurate this venture by lighting the lamp. I also invite our other distinguished dignitaries to join him. As the lamp glows to mark the commencement of this venture, I invite Team Radio Kochi 90 FM to play the title track of the community radio.
Radio Kochi 90 FM, forever with you. എന്നും നിങ്ങൾക്കൊപ്പം.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you to our most distinguished panel of guests. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome for the inaugural address His Excellency Shri Arif Mohammed Khan.
Shri Anil Kumar, Honorable Mayor of Kochi, Shri High Bearden, Honorable Member of Parliament Ernakulam, Sister Vinita, Manager and Provincial, St. Teresa's College, Professor Dr. Sabu Thomas, Vice Chancellor, Mahatma Gandhi University, Shri Thomas George Muthoot, Director, Muthoot FinCorp Limited, Dr. Lizzie Matthew, Principal, St. Teresa College, Dr. Lata Nair, Head Department of English, Matu Vishishta Tithi Kale, Priyapeta Vidyarthini Kale, Adhyapakare, Suhirtuk Kale, Kochi St. Teresa's College India Radio Station Kochi 90 FM Udghatanam Cheyyan Atiyaya Santosham Und. I am delighted to inaugurate Radio Kochi 90 FM, the community radio station set up at St. Teresa's College, an autonomous college affiliated to Mahatma Gandhi University. First, I would like to congratulate all those who have worked hard to establish a community radio station in this campus by utilizing the opportunity provided by the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, Government of India. The St. Teresa's College, which is managed by the Carmelite Sisters of St. Teresa, has been rendering invaluable service in the sphere of women's education since 1925. As the first aided college for women in Kerala, St. Teresa's College has upheld the faith that there is no better way to empower and enlighten women than through education. The college has been following a simple but significant formula: education leads to enlightenment, and enlightenment leads to empowerment. This is evident in the excellent results scored by the students of this college in examinations and co-curricular activities. On this happy occasion, let me also recall the lofty ideals of the illustrious founder of this college, Mother Teresa of St. Rose of Lima, and bow my head in her sacred memory. The Reverend Mother had viewed education as the most powerful weapon of social change, and she desired that institutions must be committed to enriching the lives of students by empowering them through a humanizing and liberating process. It is through such a process that students become agents of transformation and development and respond positively to the concerns and conflicts inherent in today's world. I am happy that this philosophy of Mother Teresa finds a modern expression through the community radio, which enables the students to be involved in the life of the community around the institution. Radio was one of the most powerful inventions of the 20th century, and it continues to be popular even in the internet era, with many radio channels available on the web. The Canadian philosopher and communication theorist Marshall McLuhan has said, radio affects most people intimately, person to person, offering a world of unspoken communication between the writer and listener. India, which has one of the largest radio networks in the world, has been a classic example in the use of radio for creating awareness, promoting culture and literacy, and furthering unity and social development. I am told that in Kerala, All India Radio had popularized a new rice variety which finally came to be known as Radio Ari or Radio Rice. Such is the power of radio. Today there are many universities which use radio for distance teaching, discussion and analysis of materials and for social discourses. The starting of Radio Kochi 90 FM is both an opportunity and a responsibility. I am told that already college has started airing COVID alerts, positive messages, talks by doctors which are shared by the district administration and the state and central health departments. I am happy that this community radio, which is the only coastal community radio in Ernakulam, would fulfill its social responsibility by regularly disseminating information beneficial to the community, focusing on the theme of coastal area management. And it is very thoughtful of college to have developed a mobile application for Radio Kochi, since the internet allows people to listen to even the narrowcast of a community radio anywhere in the world. The German dramatist Bertolt Brecht has addressed radio in a poem, "You little box held to me when escaping, so that your walls should not break, carried from house to ship, from ship to train, so that my enemies might go on talking to me. Promise me not to go silent all of a sudden." My request to this college is not to let the Radio Kochi 90 ever go silent, because it is a social responsibility you have happily undertaken, and its motto says, "Forever with you." Since this is a college for women, it would not be out of place to dwell a little more on the education of girls, which has always been an indicator of the progress all over the world. Our first Prime Minister, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, once said, "If you educate a man, you educate an individual. However, if you educate a woman, you educate a whole family. Women empowered means Mother India empowered. Now, our Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi, has said it repeatedly that when woman, who is generally called Abla, Abla means in Hindi weak. Abla in Malayalam also? No. When woman, who is generally called Abla, becomes Sabla, empowered, powerful, by gaining proper education, all those who are helpless, they become powerful. Indian culture has always celebrated, respected, and accepted the educated and empowered women. The Vedic period of ancient India is known to have had women scholars like Lopmudra. There are a number of them, not just one or two, who have composed even the Vedic hymns. Such was the stature of our women in the days of our glory. Today we have progressed in education and achieved social indicators at par with the developed world. Yet, our beloved state of Kerala was recently in the news for wrong reasons. That is, tragic deaths owing to the meanness of dowry. Giving and taking dowry are criminal punishable offenses. More than that, it is grave injustice and ignominy to the dignity of women whose contribution to Kerala's growth are widely acknowledged. Respect for women is an ideal that elevates a society to noble levels of social welfare. It has been said, Yatra naryastu pujyante ramante tatra devta, yatre tastu na pujyante sarvastra traphala kirya. The divine are exceedingly happy where women are respected. Where they are not, all actions become fruitless. Quite sadly, though we know how to treat women as a mother, as a sister, as a wife, but many of us show ignorance when it comes to treat a woman as a woman. The idea that dowry is an evil, this awareness is already there in the society. But we have to embrace, we need to embrace this idea in a way that social sanctions can be built against the taking and giving of dowry. Therefore, I have decided, and I announced it day before yesterday, that I shall write to all the public representatives, right from honorable members of parliament to the panchayat level, that when they receive an invitation to attend a marriage, they must try to ascertain from their own sources whether there has been any demand for dowry and the demand has been accommodated. And in case they find so, then I am appealing to them to decline the invitation and say so publicly. Professor Sabu just now mentioned, we have decided to involve our vice chancellors in these campaigns, because in fact in the meeting with the vice chancellors, I quoted a ancient Greek teacher who said, give me a child for 7 years and then let God or devil take charge of him, even they cannot change him. This is the importance of the teachers. These are the formative years when young men and women, they spend with you. I have often seen my own son when he was in St. Columbus in Delhi. Then he continuously argued with his mother for 10-15 minutes. She was telling him something about the lesson, and he said, no, ma'am has said it is like this. Was not ready to listen to the parents. This is the impact and influence of the teachers. Now, teachers can use their good offices not only to give knowledge to these youngsters, girls or boys, but they can also impart values to them, ethical values to them. The girls can be trained in a manner where if they come to know that marriage proposal is accompanied with a demand for dowry, then she can even turn down the pressure of the parents and say no to such marriage proposals. Kerala, the most literate state in the country, Kerala, which has the highest number of women who are working women, their contribution to the growth of the Kerala society is acknowledged by everybody. It is absolutely unacceptable that in this society, which has so much literacy, awareness, all helpful indicators, here any girl should lose her life because she is being harassed for dowry. And I must share it with you that I had merely, in my letter, I had merely suggested that before a candidate receives his or her degree, must be asked to sign a bond, a declaration that I shall not be party to this evil practice. But very positive suggestions came from the vice chancellors. They said that why only the candidates for the degree? The most anxious time for the parents is when their children have applied for admission to the university or college. At that point of time, even the parents can be asked to sign a bond. Purpose is not to make it legally binding. Purpose is to create awareness. Awareness is there. But this awareness should be taken to a level where social sanctions can be built against it. That is, if you indulge in this, then even your neighbors look down upon you. The law alone cannot root out the social evils. The laws on gender justice, against dowry, against domestic violence are very strong laws. In fact, governments have to be careful that they are not abused. And about Kerala police, I can say without any fear of being contradicted, that Kerala police is proactive. They don't just do their duty. They go out of their way to help women, to pursue these cases. But these laws and police, they come into picture only when after a crime has been committed. That is the job of the government. Leave it to them. As a society, our duty is to create an environment where these crimes are prevented. And prevention through social stigma, through social sanctions. And I'm so happy to say to you, I found everybody today in the meeting of the Vice Chancellors. They were enthusiastic. They gave new proposals. After I visited Vismaya's house, and when this was churning in my mind, I happened to speak to our Chief Minister. He was overjoyous on hearing. He said this idea that before receiving degree, they should sign a bond. He was childlike enthusiasm he showed. Mr. Oommen Chandy called me and he said, I want to come and meet you, former Chief Minister. He came and he said, I am one with you on this issue. Mr. Ramesh Chanitala, early morning he called me that day. The Gandhians had given the call to observe fast. Said, we are all with you. So many MPs, ministers, MLAs. And then also received calls from outside Kerala. And so many important people, they told me that this menace is hurting everywhere. So please go ahead. And we would like to have the same kind of thing in our states. These things I have mentioned because as our Vice Chancellor, Mr. Sabu Thomas has said, you are one of the best college. And if you are one of the best college, then you have greater responsibilities. And now, you are not only that you are best college, you are possibly the only college who have the FM radio. So I will request you, I will appeal to you, and I will expect from you that you will take lead in taking this awareness to that level where it becomes the society shames people for demanding dowry. And you can do it. I have no doubt. St. Teresa College and its Radio Kochi could initiate a campaign to appeal. No, one more point I would like to say because you are particularly because now you have FM radio. Our former president, Dr. Radhakrishnan, who was a teacher all his life, and then he became our vice president and then president. He said, Karuna or compassion is the quality which is more characteristic of women than of men. He said that even men's personality, if they don't have karuna, sense of compassion, then they are like narpashu, animals in the form of human beings. But he was a great scholar. He said this sense of karuna comes to a woman naturally. For a man, he has to cultivate this quality. So I feel that we must appeal to this sense of compassion of the senior ladies who are the mothers of potential bridegrooms and brides. We must appeal to their better angels and say that how your feminine compassion can allow you, in view of that, how can you allow your son or your family to make these unreasonable demands to the bride's family? And if these ladies, senior ladies, because it is not so that a woman has only a son, she also has a daughter. Every family has daughters and sons both. So if these women stand up, then it is not difficult to root out the evil. And the young girls must be given courage that they can say boldly, Istri dhan namukko vende venda. Is that right? Yes. Now this is campus with the mass medium. Let the broadcast begin. My best wishes to all of you for the success of Radio Kochi 90 FM, and my best wishes to this college which is rated so high, and to the management, to the teachers, and to the students and alumni. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Nanni valre. Jai Hind.
Our deep debt of gratitude to you, Your Excellency, not only for your presence, but for the concepts and the anecdotes that you shared, and particularly for the message of social responsibility and social awareness that you imparted. Thank you for reminding us about the responsibility that we bear in educating women, instilling courage, and maintaining their dignity and respect. We trust Radio Kochi 90 FM will disseminate this pertinent and very vital ideal, particularly the ideal of Karuna, an ideal that is most required by the world today. Thank you, sir. As we come to the close of our inaugural ceremony, as a mark of our regard and appreciation, may I request our Provincial Superior and Manager to present His Excellency, the Honorable Governor, Shri Arif Mohammad Khan, with a pannada, the traditional shawl of honor, as a mark to commemorate this occasion. I also request our Principal, Dr. Lissy Matthew, to present His Excellency with a memento. May I now invite our worshipful Mayor, Advocate Shri M. Anil Kumar, to accept a memento from our Provincial Superior, Reverend Dr. Sister Vinita, as a sign of our gratitude. I now invite Reverend Dr. Sister Vinita to present a memento to our Honorable MP, our friend and patron, Shri Haibi Eden. Thank you, Sister. To epitomize our thanks, a memento is due to our Vice Chancellor, Dr. Professor Sabu Thomas. I request our Principal, Dr. Lissy Matthew, to do the honors. For his enduring friendship and support, Dr. Lissy Matthew will present a memento to Sri Thomas George Muthoot. At the close of this inaugural function, we wish Team Radio Kochi 90 FM the very best to fulfill the expectations it has generated. As His Excellency reminded us, may it be as it promised with its tagline, "Forever with us." With prayers for its future success, we place on record our thanks to this distinguished panel of guests and to our esteemed audience for your presence, your assistance, and your goodwill. Thank you all once again. Please rise for the national anthem.
जनगणमन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे। the ones who make tomorrow come alive. Teresians rise.